What's up, world? How are we? How we been? How we been? Have we been good? Have we been good? Have we not been good? What has been the ordeal? I need to get ready because I do have things to do. I gotta make juice today. I got some melon. I'm gonna make some watermelon juice. I'm gonna make some cantaloupe and lemon juice and honeydew. So I'm gonna do honeydew and lemon juice or limes. And then I'm gonna make a Brazilian lime juice, the Brazilian lemonade, but I do mine's a little different. I do mine's with cream coconut milk instead of condensed milk. I do it with cream coconut and I want coffee. I do it with cream coconut and spirulina and chlorella. And I already got those crushed. And I drink those as a shot every day, like a little glass. Because it works for me. And I like it that way. So we're gonna make a brown sugar espresso at home. And I use honey instead of brown sugar. And my son took my mason jar. Just use my water glass. Because I actually want to be able to be on go. So if I can get everything done today early, then I can chill. Well, not chill, get work done for the most part and not have to really stress about it. I'm gonna do 2 teaspoons of espresso because this is a big cup. And this is just me diddly do. Seriously. Hold on to that because I'm gonna use that later. I should have just went on live because I ain't got shit to say. Fuck it, I'm gonna keep it going. But I should have just went on live. It's easier that way when I go on live and I don't really have much to say because then I need to kill that fly. Then the engagement that damn fly I'm looking for is there. I know what we can chat about. Boom. So I always take the weekends off from creating, right? From the constant hustle and bustle of creating, constantly trying to create something because it gets nerve-wracking. Like, it gets so nerve-wracking. It's crazy to me how nerve-wracking it actually gets. Anyhow, so I take a break. I take a break from the world. And my grandbabies came over this weekend. And it's crazy because I had pulled a card on something and it was like, you have to balance work and play. That I have to balance work and play. And seeing that was like, dude, what am I balancing? What am I not balancing? What is it that I'm not balancing between work and play? And the truth is, my grandbabies being here was play. It was a minute for me to not be on my phone, not record, not do anything. Excuse me, I have to get some salt. Not do anything, right? Not do anything. Hear me out. And just be in awe and enjoy them, because one thing I'm not gonna do is show my kids. I'm not gonna show my kids on here. I'm not gonna show my kids because they don't need to be shown. And it's nothing against anybody else who feels comfortable with putting their kids online. I just don't. I don't. I got about 300,000 people follow me between platforms. And that's 300,000 people I don't fucking know. So why would I want to put my babies online? My family? Any of that. I don't want them here. And I keep them private for a reason. Because it's my safe space. It's a space that's just for me. It's a space that I get to enjoy without the world seeing what's going on. And you can be in awe and fucking wonder all about it. But no. So, anyways, back to what I was saying. So yeah, like, I have to balance work and play. Because I don't really get a chance to work and play anymore. Because I don't. I'm always working. And like, I get asked, I've been getting asked, oh, what you doing for your birthday? What you doing for your birthday? Like, somebody was trying to get me to come and be a part of their event at Top Golf, and I was like, I don't want to do that shit. Like, I have spent years throwing parties, doing events for other motherfuckers to have a good time. Like, yes, people were really coming to people come to celebrate you, but have you ever noticed, like, when you're throwing an event, you're stressed out. Not only are you stressed out, but it's really not that fun. It's really not that fun because you're catering to everybody else. Those days are over. Maybe when I turn 50 or 45, I might another milestone. But to be honest, I'd rather spend that money on myself than buy food, send out invitations. I don't never get a DJ because whatever, we can jam to jam, right? Good speakers, whatever. But it's just that, like, yes, people are coming to celebrate you when you do it small. That's what I've learned. But really, some people are just coming just to come. Not everybody's there to fully celebrate you either. So I have learned in these years, as I get older, to give back to me before I give back to everybody else. That's one. I'll be back. Had to get some ice. Damn, and my grandbaby stole my other cup. Well, you can't leave shit with kids for nothing. This is why I be telling Starbucks light on the ice. Anyhow, okay. So, but yeah. I stopped wanting to do shit with everybody or for everybody in that way because it's better when I do shit for myself. Again, anyhow. And it's no shade to anybody. Don't get me wrong. It's really no shade to anybody. Yeah, that's a lot of fun. And I'll have some for later. Fuck it. Woo! I'm gonna make another shot. This is gonna be that type of day. I'm gonna be fist pumping. Whoa! This is gonna be that type of fucking day. Anyway, I'm on a strong espresso this morning. Not really feeling it, but so yeah, this year, last couple of years, I've just been doing what I want to do to a degree. Like, and I mean it, I'm not doing nothing that nobody wants me to do on my birthday. I'm not. I don't want to do no parties, none of that shit. Because it's really not, those really don't be for you when people want to do shit or not claim, but like, oh, let's throw you something and celebrate you. That's cool. Then you get stuck trying to invite people. I just want to relax. Most of the time, like last year, the day of my birthday, my sister got me a bone read, which was awesome. And then my family came and we enjoyed the pool. Literally. My brother came, my best friend came, my nephew was here, my sister-in-law was here, my sister was here, basically. Like, yo, listen, I had an awesome time doing the minimum because it brought me peace and joy. That's the thing. That's all I want to do is whatever's going to bring me peace and joy. I'm 43. I'm about to be 43. Like, I've done it all. I've had parties. I've done events. I've been stressed out about it. I bought myself 43 pieces of clothing for this year. Why? Because it's 43. I'm a different person. I'm different from what I was last year. I'm different from who I was the year before. So 43 is just something different for me as a whole. I love it here. I'm at a space and place where I'm so comfortable inside of me that can't nobody take anything from me. And I really don't have to like not question or worry. Like, I was fucking online yesterday, diddly dabbling, and like, I was just running into creators that were talking about how these creators that do these rants be having teleprompters. Not teleprompters, but they have it all written down. And And like, granted, that might be the best sales pitch for them, and and that works for them. That's cool. I don't teleprompt. I don't do none of that. I don't pre-write anything, because then if I'm like pre-writing something and I'm trying to talk to y'all, it's not organic. I want it to be organic. I want you to understand and feel what I'm talking about. Now, I might write down topics to talk about, but sometimes this shit comes off the top of my brain, literally. But Spirit wants me to deliver. A lot of my mineral and vitamins have been straight off the cuff of my brain. because it's what Spirit wanted me to deliver. Obviously, somebody needed to get that message. There we go. I am going to be heavily caffeinated today because I forgot. I got a whole bunch of adulting to do. Drama. And why not? Because I ain't going to Starbucks. I ain't been to Starbucks in like fucking 2 weeks. A week. 2 weeks? I don't know. And then I gotta make coffee for tomorrow. Have it already ready because I have to bring my grandmother to the eye doctors yet again. God. That is a honey brown sugar latte. And let me explain this. It's instead of brown sugar, I use honey shaken espresso. I use honey, and then my cold foam is blue spirulina and chlorella. That's what I'm about to crush. That's my cold foam. And some maple syrup and salt, and it is fucking delicious. Oh, God. Okay, so again, I guess that's the message. Boom. Funny how sometimes you start talking, you don't even realize what the message is going to be and how it should be delivered, but that's the message. So as I embark on getting close to my birthday, because it's in like 2 weeks, it's in like another, maybe, I don't know, I gotta count, but anyhow, not that far. So it's not that far, but as I embark on it, I just keep telling myself, one, that I'm okay, that I am in a safe space, that I am wonderful, that everything that I have worked hard for is panning out, right? Because we think that just because we're not seeing the progress, that it's not panning out. And that's not true. Sometimes slow progress is better than a whole bunch of progress, because sometimes the progress that happens in a speedy fashion, sometimes that progress isn't really the progress we need, because it comes in, you get all types of anxiety, or you get egotistical and you're not even able to process it. So sometimes filtering it in and letting the process actually happen on this nice playing field works out better. I mean, it's a great time to be alive, and I say this a lot. Even though we have all these things going on, it is a beautiful time to be alive, and you should not let anybody stop you from being alive, okay? Or the joy of being alive. Man, listen, I used to not, sorry, I have gas bubbles. I used to not enjoy life the way I enjoy life now. And I always was in like, I need to see, before I open these, if I can find the pill form. Because I would hate to open those. Anyways, and then I go find the pill form. Fucking irony as shit. But anyways. So, yeah, I used to not always feel my best. Because I felt like the things that I was working towards or doing, it wasn't like enough, because it wasn't happening fast. I need to get some more of these too. Because it wasn't happening fast, and like now here it is, about to be 43, and the process and how I look at life and how I look at everything, it's so different. It's so fucking different. Because damn, like the things that I was crying about in my 20s, in my early 30s, I don't fucking cry about now. I don't cry about it. I don't give a fuck. I'm not concerned. If I don't want to go, I don't. And I'm clear on it. When I don't want to go somewhere, baby, I don't fucking do it. And I don't give a fuck about who it hurts and how somebody else fucking feels. Like, yo, my time is my time, and it is fucking valuable. So I'd be fucking damned if I sit here and allow you to talk me into some shit that I don't want to fucking do. As my people in Baltimore say, do. I love how y'all pronounce y'all D. Shout out to Baltimore. In Maryland. But the dues, yeah. I'm making my babies some iron supplements. Yeah. A detoxer, iron supplement. Anyhow, because my little ones, they have iron issues. And I got them to drink blue water, yeah. I got them to drink blue water. We're not going to talk about it, but yeah. So, anyhow, there's so many different things in my life right now. at this big old age that I'm loving and I'm accepting, because I have finally stepped into me. And the stepping into me thing has been so great. It really has. It's been genuinely a great place and space to be. You guys are watching ADD in real time. Sorry. But yeah, it's genuinely a great place and space to be in. And now it's like, what's next? Keep building, keep working, keep doing the things that I need to do. Stop allowing the negative thoughts to be intrusive, and get up and be the person that I am aiming to be every day. So that means going to the gym 4 times a week. It's 7 days in a week. If you alternate them, that should be thing. So tomorrow I have to get up super early. I'm going to force myself to get up super early and get my ass in the gym for 4:35. So that way I'm done by 6, right? Done by 6. Then I can get dressed and be to my aunt's for 7. Grab my old lady, do the things, drop her off at school after her doctor's appointment, and then I have the whole day to actually do some things. I gotta create content. Tomorrow's Monday. I got stuff to do. I gotta create content for all my platforms because it's been a while. And I have been rebranding, resurfacing as a different person. And not even so much as a different person, as the person I actually want to be, right? I think when people get onto these sites and these platforms, they're not truly themselves. And ultimately, you're parading, or how do I say it? Damn, it's like my words be leaving me. Fucking menopause. It's like you're perpetuating or you're pretending. There we go. It's like you're pretending to be somebody else, right? Because the somebody else that you're pretending to be is what got you the fucking views. Isn't that ironic? Isn't that ironic? I was being me. I did a brand deal. I did a management deal. I did some things. And because of what got more views, that's what they tried to make me be. And in hindsight, I ended up crashing out anyways and doing what the fuck spirit wanted me to do, which was actually start Mirror and Vitamins and focus on Mirror and Vitamins, not me and my panties fucking around all day. Like, listen, my panty content is my panty content, and that is actually who I am. I'm in my boxes right now. Like, no bullshit. This is how I wake up in the morning, and then I get things done. And you see, my mind is on many things, but if it's a watering day, because today is the actual watering day, I actually need to water my plants. So that's why I'm trying to hurry up and get this done. I'm going to edit it and then get to the grocery store, get the things I need to the grocery store so I can come back home. Then I can water my plants. While it's daylight. Anyhow, I got to water all my plants in my bedroom because they're looking crazy. And I got to clean my room anyways because I've been slacking. But anyhow, like, that's how I water my plants. That's me. Like, the music playing, the tunes going, me actually being in my own space, in my own essence, enjoying this comfortability of the rent that I fucking pay. That's me. That's who I am. But do I want to show that every day? Fuck no. Do I have to show it every day? Fuck no. Am I going to? No. Stretching in the morning, first thing that you do when you get out of bed. Did I stretch today? I did not. I jumped out of bed. I did. I jumped out of bed because I was working and read some comments and I needed to answer the comments. So anyhow, but am I going to get some stretching in before I actually put my clothes on? Yes, because my body needs it. My hip is tight, which is causing my knee to hurt. So many different things. When you know, you know. But yeah, so it's just crazy. In the last year, I have done a 360. I had people around me that I genuinely knew for a really long time that disappeared. Heartbreaking. Like, what can you say? Every step that you go in your journey and as you mature in life, and it doesn't matter how old you are, but every step that you take and go into as you mature is gonna be crazy. It's going to be crazy. It's going to be new levels and new gains and sometimes a lot of grief that you have to process when you're grieving people that leave your life
or that you had to close chapters and doors on, right? You're grieving the old person that you used to be, that you're no longer, right? Because that in itself is a hard thing to process that nobody wants to talk about, is that becoming the newer version of you, or what people say, like what your higher self wants you to be, is not fucking easy. It's not. It is somewhat crazy. It's a little lonely. That's why you gotta make sure you have a good gang of friends and people you can rely on and talk to, right? And that can accept you, right? Because you are going to change into a butterfly. I'm trying to like give this metaphor. Sorry, I am so sorry. My therapist says I have to, like, I'm always trying to do shit. Sometimes for me, when I'm trying to talk and tell a story, process and analyze things, I'm not going to use this one because this one's really loud. But I need to get a bigger one. Maybe that's what I'll do today, is buy the bigger one that I've been wanting from Target. So, damn, what was I saying? Yes, you're going to need a good support system while you change and metamorphose into the caterpillar. Well, not the caterpillar, excuse me. So when you're changing, when you're altering, when everything is happening for you, you basically go into a cocoon. You go into a cocoon that's going to like make you be something completely different. And when you emerge from this cocoon as the butterfly that you're about to be, it's gonna be so fucking well worth the tears, the loss, all of it. It's gonna be worth it. Because I'm telling you now, everything that I've learned in this last couple of years, because 40s has been different, but everything that I've learned no, I've learned boundaries, I've learned I don't give a fuck about how you feel. This is how I feel. I've learned how to voice it. I've learned how to say, okay, listen, this isn't okay. Why do we keep repeating this? Or why do you keep acting like this? I've learned how to really place a respect over me, because I've realized some people don't have that respect over them. So they're okay with doing certain things that I am not, because I have a boundary and respect for my fucking self. And I'm not allowing nobody else who doesn't have that respect for themselves around me. I'm so fucking serious. And like, I'm at that place and space in life where it's like, yo, if you can't show me that you've grown and that you have growth going on, if there's still things that you need to work on, codependency, shit of that nature, baby, I don't want to be around it. Because let me tell you something. I enjoy me. I enjoy the comfort of me. I enjoy the comfort of my space. I enjoy being alone, sitting on my couch for hours, and just being me and enjoying me without company. Sometimes I want company, but baby, I'm gonna be real with you. Most of the times I fucking don't. Most of the times I don't. I just be in tune. Like, I like to watch what I want to watch, or not have to entertain. Like, my sister coming is different, because we always entertain each other. That's a whole different thing. But sorry, yeah, I ground chlorella and put blue spirulina together. I don't have chlorophyll powder form, but I do mix them together. Baby, woo! You want to talk about the ultimate boosting detox? Anyway, the ultimate boosting detox blood purifier supplement. This is one of them, but this is gonna help my babies and their mom get some nutrients. So you don't have to. I hate when I see people just wipe, that's it, and then let it dry. So yeah, every step to emerge from your cocoon to be exactly who you're supposed to be is gonna be scary. It's gonna be different. Sometimes you're not gonna know this new you and how to actually be you, but you'll learn. It'll come to you. You'll, like, certain things will start bothering you, and it'll be like, some things will be triggers for sure that you have to like openly figure out, but some shit will just fucking bother you. And I mean, like, how a person's behaving around you, to you, it'll just start bothering you.
And if you don't address it, it's like you're not addressing yourself. It's like you're not helping yourself. So address it. If there's an elephant in the room and it's bothering you, right? And it keeps bothering you on particulars, address that shit. Address that shit. Especially if you are cool with that person or you have a good relationship with that person, right? Like, I've had to address some shit that I didn't want to address. Family, friends. Like, I've had to address it. Be like, yo, my nigga, like, I don't fucking like how this is going. And, like, you keep making me feel a kind of way. And I'm not here for it. Now I gotta order another bag. Is that all of it? No. So, it's okay. Trust me. It is okay. Address it. Move forward. Trust me. Because that new you that's at the top of that fucking mountain or coming out of that cocoon ready to show their beautiful new ass wings is rooting for you to fucking be who you're supposed to be and not what other people expect you to be, or be content in the things that you were and weren't, because now you're somebody better and new. So let's be the somebody better and new. As a whole, let's use everything that we've learned and be better. For real. Don't close that throat up. Use your voice. Use your voice. I got some information on, I don't know if y'all are into planets, but anyways, Chiron has been in Aries for like, I don't fucking know, like 8 years. And he's about to move into Cancer. And while Chiron has been in Aries, Chiron is known as the wounded healer, okay? Chiron is the planet of the wounded healer. So while he is orbiting and doing shit, he is bringing up shit. Oopsies. He's bringing up shit that you need to work on, that you have needed to work on and needed to work on for the last 8 years. 8 years, okay? Hear me out. So in the last 8 years, ask yourself, has there been any wounds that has surfaced that you haven't wanted to visit? Like, and him being in Aries, he wanted those wounds to surface so you can see them, so that you can let go of them. So that way when we move into the Cancer part of Chiron, because Chiron's about to move into Cancer on the solstice. And what better time for it to do so? Like, yo, I love when planets move into my sign on the solstice, because I'm a solstice baby. And baby, it makes my birthday even more magnificent, especially at this big age. Of me knowing that I don't want to do what everybody else wants me to do, and learning that it's okay to be like, no, motherfucker, I don't want to do that. That's what you want me to do. I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to subscribe to your channel, because why the fuck would I? Anyhow, so anyways, back to what I was saying. Damn, this is going to be a long video. All right, we're going to give that to the baby so they can try, and then I'm going to order some more blue spirulina and chlorella, so that we're good to go, because grandma was about to be out. Anyhow, nonetheless, so I know in the last 8 years, okay, I'm about to be 8 years out of my last relationship. My last real relationship was 8 years ago, November. And coming out of that, I had to learn who I was again. I had to learn self-respect. I had to learn boundaries. I had to learn how to let go of trauma based behind neglect, right? Because I had neglect as a child, okay? Not just neglect, but codependency. Always being a yes person to somebody. What else? Using my voice properly and stopping trauma loops, because I had to close the door and chapter on some shit my sister kept trying to do. And I didn't give a fuck about her feelings, because it wasn't about feelings. It was about what was actually happening and what she kept doing. And then in hindsight, I actually seen the loop in real time, because I'm taking care of my grandmother. You know, me and my aunt are. And we're seeing a whole different trauma loop that was persisting when I was a child. Like, it's really fucked up when you start really looking at things. So, right. So neglect was definitely one of them.
my mother was also very verbally abusive and made you feel like you was less. So I had to come out of all these different things, like all these different things. And I was dating somebody a little bit, kind of, but beyond that, like in hindsight of everything that was happening, I kept like getting to these hurdle points and meeting this shit in the last 8 years. And like in the beginning of it, I didn't know what the fuck it was. I just thought I was meeting my ex constantly and having to like keep fucking visiting that motherfucker. It wasn't that. It was I had to keep meeting myself as the little girl that I once was, that actually needed to know that she was safe. And even though I had already told my younger self that I was safe, I really hadn't I guess assured them that I was safe. So now here we are years later. So each year had gotten better and different. And last year I closed the fucking chapter and was like, nah, we don't have to do this shit. I had gotten into it with my mom, my siblings. And the one thing my mother said that really stuck out, even though I don't fuck with her, I don't speak with her, I don't really deal with her at all. As the argument was like, whatever, and she wanted to have her last word, she was like, you know, you have the right to be free. And I swear to God, she said that shit and like, it just, and she's right. I have the right to be free. I have the right to drop my cape that I've been holding since I was a fucking kid, right? Realistically, because there's 5 of us. So I had been wearing a cape for my siblings for over 20 years. Always being the big older sister that took the brunt, that took all the hits, that took all the abuse first, right? To protect them from the big bad wolf. And in hindsight, I had to allow myself to be free and not wear the cape and be the savior, because we're now adults. So in us being adults, it is your own responsibility to actually do the work on yourself. And if you want to mask that shit, you can mask that shit. But I'm not going to play the game of you masking it around me. And you're not going to use me in any way, shape, or form to aid you in that shit, because I don't want to fucking join your party. I don't want to relive trauma loops and fucking bond with you and have shit constantly reloop in my head or what the fuck actually happened. Because the reality is, when you have multiple siblings and you're the oldest, right? And you guys are years apart. And when I mean years apart, like, I am about to be 43. My other brother is about to be 42. I have a sister that just turned like 29. My other sister is 27. So I think my other sister just turned 30. But then I have a younger brother who is the same age as my son. He's about to be 25. So you're talking about 14, 16, and 18 years of difference. So when you are talking about loops of trauma and somebody's trying to be like, well, and this and that, and this wasn't fair, and she was still doing, she was not. The beast that was beating me and my brother is not the beast that was beating you. She was a totally different fucking person. Totally fucking different. And I don't want to relive what she did to me and my brother. That she still does in hindsight. It might not be as bad as it once was, but it's still fucked up. It's fucked up enough that you got 5 kids and they don't fuck with you. Not one of them. You know, like, it's wild. It's so fucking wild. So I had to let go, and my mother said that I could be free. And I just like, I dropped my cape and I released it. And not for nothing, it's not ever since, but I feel like that was the catalyst that helped me be something else and let me tell my stories without feeling like I was going to be judged, because I know that there's somebody else out there that has similarities and needs help. You're not alone. That's why I created Self-Care 101. That's why I did it, because Self-Care 101 was something that needed to be done, and it needed to be done for other people. Because if I can learn from my story, damn, oh God. If I can learn from my story, if I can learn how to protect myself, if I can learn how to have boundaries, if I can go to therapy, if I can get myself to have self-respect and not be afraid to show up every day and be on camera and use my voice for something, I'm pretty sure that it can help someone else do the same thing. And it might not be on camera. It might just be giving your actual self the ability to be free. We all deserve to be free. We do, excuse me. Okay, yeah, I'm sensitive. Anyhow. But that's like the first time I've fully like been able to tell the story. And not that I don't get angry, because it's fucking horrendous. Because I'm still going through other things in real time. That like you have to sit back and realize that it's, oh, the reason why this is bothering you, because this is exactly what she was doing to you as a child, except now she's doing it to your grandmother. Isn't that fucking ironic? That's a whole nother topic. And I have to live through this every day and still be a provider and caregiver for my grandmother. And yeah, different times, different things. But again, so yes, I created Self-Care 101 because my story, I knew that my story would help somebody else. I knew that my story would help somebody else learn to prioritize them as much as they prioritized others or other things. So I told it. And yeah, I guess this is the first time that I'm really openly talking about it even more. This is a glimpse into what shit looks like. But anyways, that's enough. I've said enough. I've said enough. So the recap is, remember that you can set boundaries and you are free and you are able to let go of shit. And you don't have to hold on to things and let things continue. So I was saying this to say, Chiron brought out so many things for me in the last 8 years that I had to let go of, because the next level of who I'm about to be, baby, that shit can't come with me. Whether it's a person, place, or thing, that shit can't come with me. It can't come with me to where I'm about to go and where I'm going. So, like always, thank you for showing up. And remember that you're the biggest and the greatest. And I love y'all. Peace. Have a great day.